feels like it's been a minute since we had one like that. What a game. What a game. Lightning win 4-3 in a shootout. Comeback complete. Obviously, as we all know, the Lightning have lost 4 in a row at home. That's the first time that's happened in 10 years. John Cooper's first year as the Lightning's head coach. We needed to end that. And after the first period, the hope really was not too high. Let's be honest here. The energy was really high in the building to start the game. The crowd was buzzing, chants going. It's always like that when the Canadiens come into our house because they bring a good chunk of their fans down here. A little vacay in Tampa Bay. I'd do it too if I were them, but we live where people vacation, so it is what it is. But the energy that was there in that building to start the game quickly went away. Armia scores within the first 3 minutes. That came from Gould and Newhook, and later in the period, Evans scores, I believe, from Gallagher. Yes. Energy gone. Building silent. It just didn't look good. Sloppy. Not a ton of pressure. 4 shots at the end of the first period. I think we ended up with maybe 33, something like that, to finish the game. 4 at the end of the first. Thankfully, I don't have to be negative this entire video because after the first period, we can pump it up a little bit. We can get a little positive. Okay? That's fine. Within those first 5 minutes, both teams have a few good chances, but Montreal, on a bad change, Stamkos rips one right off the post, and really after that, things start clicking, things start buzzing, and the first line, stays on after that shot off the post, and that's where the first goal comes. Point from Kucherov and Stamkos. Just goes around the way. Usually Point is in the middle there, but it goes from Kucherov to Stamkos to Point on the side. He's able to stop the puck, gather it with his foot, shoot it in. Great goal, great movement from that first line, and 2-1. Pressure doesn't stop there, though. Hagel's able to get a one-on-one opportunity. Primo stops him, but it just keeps building. Crowd is back in it. Let's go Lightning. Let's go Bolts. Chants are going. And then heart drops. Kucherov pretty much just blows a tire, goes hard into the boards, and he's down for a good while. I legit was sitting there just like, I couldn't do it. I thought the season was over because let's be real. If we lose Kucherov, the season's over. He has 40 more points than anyone else on the team. Season's over. He's able to get up, skates it off, goes into the locker room, still concerned, but not much later, the Lightning get a power play, and you hear the crowd before you even see it on the screen. You just hear a little faint coo, and you're like, he's back. So you see Kucherov come back on the ice, and you're like, all right, okay. Montreal does end up killing off the penalty, but Cirelli is able to score from Hagel to tie the game before the end of the period, and that is Hagel's 60th point on the season. What a pickup he has been for the team this season. Throughout the second period, things really started getting a little feisty. Every single whistle comes with a push and a shove and maybe a little cheap shot here and there. And the refs, honestly, they let him play. There was a lot of that, and they let him go. Into the third period now, Vasilevsky's making big save after big save around the 15-minute mark, but not soon after. Caulfield, I believe, is who they ended up giving the goal. They were trying to see if it got tipped or not, but I believe it was in clean from Cole Caulfield. They're giving it to Anderson. I didn't see the tip. I thought it was Caulfield, but they're giving it to Anderson, and that puts Montreal up 3-2. Another sort of scary moment happens. It looked really bad just in live time. Chaffee is going behind David Savard, former Lightning player, and they just fly into the boards, especially Savard. He took the worst of it. And the referees gather and they call a 5-minute major. They go to review it. They see that it wasn't really the push. It was the fact that their skates got tangled up with each other. So it gets bumped down to a 2-minute minor for boarding. Either way, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, you still got to kill it off. And that's what the guys do. They kill off the penalty. And not only do they kill off the penalty, Tyler Mott, protecting that blue line, gets an interception, goes down the ice, 5-hole on Primo, 3-3, tie game, let's go. Really, at this point, I did not want to go to overtime again. I'm just like, let's just end it in the third period. Not interested in overtime. It does not happen, but it's better than them scoring on us and us losing in regulation, because there were some chances. Suzuki did beat Vasilevsky at one point. He did not beat the post. The post got the best of him there, so stays 3-3. And towards the end, more those last 2 minutes, Montreal really had to hang on. We had a lot of time in their zone, and Primo making saves, Montreal blocking shots, whatever it may be. Pucks don't go into the net, it goes to overtime. And not only is this the Lightning's game, back-to-back overtimes, Montreal went to overtime with Florida. So both teams are going to overtime again. As we know, Thursday, we started overtime with Cirelli and Stamkos. Tonight, we started with Cirelli and Hagel. And right off the face-off, they do end up losing, but you see the charge. You see the energy from those two guys. Those guys are like the Energizer Bunny. They just keep going, and they're able to get the puck back after losing the face-off. And Hedman has an amazing chance. It ends up getting saved, but there is a power play on the way. 4-on-3 hockey. Some huge chances. But you have to give your props to Primo. He comes up big, makes the saves, and that was that. It's going to a shootout. I really don't like shootouts at home. I like being the team that shoots second. At home, you shoot first. But Stamkos ends up scoring, putting it top, and that saved Montreal's one goal in the shootout. And then Hedman is able to shoot one off the post and in, and Montreal is not able to match that. So the Lightning do win. Vasilevsky saves 5 out of 6 in the shootout. Stamkos and Hedman get the shootout goals. Hedman with that game winner. Looking at the deserve to win-o-meter, about 55% to 45%. I say that's pretty fair. The game was really just back and forth. Very, very high energy. Such an entertaining game. That was just really fun to watch. Happy to spend my Saturday night on the couch watching that. That's not much better. Other than being at Amalie, not much better. Again, further showing how even the game was. Expected goals for the game, 3 for the Lightning, 2.9 for the Canadiens. It was just one of those games. So let's look at the games around the league. I actually watched this game earlier today during the commercials of the USF basketball game, so I did see that happen. Don't really like to have to root for Florida, but the scenario that we're in, we'd rather them win than the Red Wings. Looking elsewhere around the league, there were some other pretty good games today. Rangers, Maple Leafs win that in a shootout. Islanders beat up on the Bruins. Little upset there. Islanders, obviously a team in our rear view mirror. Every single time I say that in a video, I mess up. Rear view mirror. Rear view mirror. Anyways. All right, and with that Red Wings loss and the Lightning win, we are now tied in those wild card standings. Red Wings with 2 games in hand. That probably will not last. Not probably. It will not last for long because the Lightning do not play again till Thursday when they play the Calgary Flames at home. So we got a long break here, which actually works out for me because next time, maybe 2 videos from now, next time you see this room, it's going to be gray. So we're getting our house painted, so I won't really be able to do videos because I'm going to have to move all this furniture up from against the wall, and it's just not going to work. So there's going to be a little bit of a break, a little bit of a lull here for my videos. Stick with me. We'll be back Thursday. It'll all be done by then. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. What a game. Leave your comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and go Bolts.